Hey guys, it's FifaRalle here and welcome to a new series on my channel, and it's called Draft to Glory. It is kind of the idea of drafting a team, and then we are going to try and go through the divisions with it and see if we can win Division 1 before FIFA 16 is out. So for every division we'll draft a new team basically, and the way it works is that we randomly choose a formation, then we choose a captain, which we'll find by going onto the transfer market and search for a player above 50k value. He will be our captain, and then what we're going to do next is basically similar to if you've seen Draft Wars on the Penfist channel. I think he was the one starting it all, and I thought that was a really cool way to sort of draft a team where you basically you pick a position, and then you select a player and you basically search the transfer market, and you get like 6 different players here, and then you can pick one of those players to get into your team. And that is sort of the way we'll be drafting our team. We'll first off search the transfer market, find a captain, which is like a good player to fit into our formation, and then we'll try and draft players around that one player and build a team with the best possible chemistry. We'll also be adding on substitutes, but no reserves, because in draft, in the way it will be in FIFA 16, is depending on how well you do, you get rewards, more packs and stuff like that. So if we remain in the division, we get to open up 1 pack. If we do promote, we'll get 3 packs, and if we win the title, we'll get 5 packs to open. And those players we get in the packs we can put onto the reserves basically, so they can be used throughout different divisions and put into our draft team in case we maybe get a Ronaldo. We could keep on using him. I don't think we'll get a Ronaldo in a pack, but that's sort of the idea. So you can have players here which we can use throughout the divisions and into the different squads with draft. So that is sort of the basic rules of this series. And I hope they made sense, and if they did not, they'll make sense as we go along with this series. So yeah, let's get started. I'll start off by going with a formation, and the way we're going to do it is basically I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to just scroll through the formations, and I'm going to stop at a random point in time, and that is going to be it. 3-5-2 it is. That will be our formation we're playing with. And what we're going to do now is to jump onto the transfer market, search for players above 50k value, and find our captain. And here we have the search criteria. Now with captains there will be more options to choose between, I suppose, because we do not only get 6 players popping up, we actually get a lot of players popping up here. And looking at all of these, I think maybe Weah could be a cool option, but I do not think we'll be able to get anyone to link up with him, so I do not think we'll go with him. Defenders, not really players I want for captains as well. Then we've got Hulk, Jackson Martinez. That's probably the 2, and I played with Hulk lately and he was amazing, and so the Brazilian link ups, we could get some good links there. So I think our captain is going to be Hulk. So Hulk is going to be the captain of our squad, playing in the 3-5-2. Now the way it works is, as I said before, we're basically going to go onto the striker position, then we're going to search for a goal player on the transfer market. Now if we happen to get 2 of the same players popping up on the page, we go to the next one, because in the draft in 16 you cannot get the same players on the same page basically. So like in case somebody lists up 5 David Luiz's or 5 of the same player, there would not be really any draft. You'll be forced to use 1 player. So because of that, if there's 2 of the same player, like the same version of the card, we'll have to go to the next page. But there can, for example, be an inform and a regular card. We'll stay on that page. But yeah, we search here and we get Balotelli, Higuain, Jackson Martinez. In my opinion, we are going for a Balotelli. Okay, so we got our 2 strikers in now. We do have Hulk and we do have Balotelli. So Coutinho could be a good player to get on the cam. So let's see if we can find him. Hopefully, we can get a player like him. Let's see, what do we get? Jackson Martinez yet again. We had him when we were looking for captain. We had him when we were looking for a striker. But the options here are kind of... they're not very good. They're not very good. We can hope we get a better player on the substitutions, but I think De Bruyne will have to be the player we put in on the center attacking mid. So with our cam coming in, we do not really have any links together whatsoever. It's really not looking too good. We need a BPL winger or a Brazilian winger to make something happen for us. So let's see if we can find one. What do we get? We get 2 Quaresmas, so it's the next page. Let's see, Turan, Shaqiri, Lennon, but it gotta be Navas for the 4-star skills in my opinion. So he's coming in on the right mid spot. So with Navas coming in, he does not really get chemistry right now, but what we can do is to swap the players around. So now we got a link between Balotelli and Navas. we sort of still have to hope for Coutinho will be the ideal player, and then maybe a Neymar. I don't think we'll get a Neymar, but we're gonna go and search for a left mid and hopefully get something. Oh, we actually do get Neymar, but we have 2 Nasris. We have 2 Nasris on the page, so we can't go for the page. Unfortunately, that was a good one though, but it cannot really work out. Next page. Who do we have here? Rodriguez, Silva. There's 2 of the same players again, so we go to the next page. Schürrle. Ooh, we could get that Wolfsburg connection actually, but we do also get a Brazilian, and I think we should try and get Hulk on a bit of chemistry. I don't think he got any skill moves. Oh, he does have 4-star skills. That's actually pretty good. So I think we're gonna go for him. Schürrle could maybe make some Wolfsburg stuff happen on the CDM spot, but I think for the purpose of Hulk, we're gonna go with Jairzinho. And with Jairzinho coming in, we're actually in a pretty good situation because he also plays in the Russian league, so he got a strong link up to Hulk. I think we're going to try and go for one of the center backs now and see if we maybe can get a Brazilian or Russian league defender. What do we get? We get Naldo. Could go Cahill and put him on the right-hand side, actually, but I think we're going to go for the Brazilian thing, so we get a link to Jairzinho on the left mid as well. And we're going to try and get a CDM. If we could get Luis Gustavo here, we would be all set in some way. So let's try and go for it. Let's see if we can get Luis Gustavo. I doubt it, but maybe we get lucky. Let's see. Ooh, we get Fernando. We're going to search for the next position and see if we can get Lucas Leiva. But we have 2 Matises, so it's the next page, unfortunately. What do we get here? We get a legend, but nobody who can really link. And Angolan could link up with De Bruyne, Kondogbia, Effenberg. I don't think we can link a legend up, unfortunately. So I think... Ooh, actually... Lam or Bender could link up with De Bruyne as well, so I think I might want to go with Lam. Yeah, I think I'm going to put Lam in on the CDM spot. So with Lam coming in, we can actually make a few changes here and swap around here, because then we have Lam linking with Naldo and De Bruyne, and we have the Brazilian link over here. So we'll see what we get. Let's see who we are going to get for our central centre-back position. We get Team of the Season Naldo. We already have a version of him, so we can't really use him. A Russian League defender. Koscielny could be good on the right. Another Russian League defender, but very slow for 3 at the back, so I don't think I want to go with him. I think Alex could be an option, but I think it's got to be Koscielny. On the right-hand side, he can link up with Navas. He can link up with Fernando. It's got to be Koscielny coming in on the centre-back spot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Koscielny over on the right-hand side right here, so he links everybody up together here. And then we're going to hope for a Bundesliga CDM, I think, or maybe... Ooh, it could also be a player that links with Koscielny. I'm not too sure. We'll see what we get. Maybe we can work something out. Let's go for it and see who we get. PK, another 2 Naldos, but it's 2 different versions, so we are staying on the page. I think it's got to be PK of all players. He links with Navas, and maybe we can get a Spanish player on the CDM spot, so I think PK is coming in. We're just going to try and draft a goalkeeper. Bundesliga, maybe La Liga or BPL is going to be one of those 3 things we're going to hope for. Let's see what we get. Bravo, De Gea. We have 2 Bravos though, so it's the next page, unfortunately. Adrian, that might also be pretty good. How tall is he? He is 6'2", and De Gea is 6. I think it's gotta be De Gea. I'm gonna put De Gea in his regular card, coming in on the goalkeeper spot. So this is what the squad looks like as we finished up the starting 11, and we got 73 chemistry in total when we're playing like this. Now, we also have the chance to fill up the substitution bench, but not the reserves, as I mentioned. And what we're doing here is that we're not searching any specific positions. We're just searching for random goal players on the transfer market, and we're going to see if we can use any of them. So the first search gives us Santana. Actually, a lot of Brazilians. It's got to be Miranda. Let's search the next player, see if we can get something that can work something out for us. We get... Van Persie. We're going with Terry. He's slow, but he got good defensive stats, and hopefully we can sort of make the chemistry work in the defense. So what we're going to do now is to put Terry into the defense, and I think we've got to put him in the center of the defense. So we have Naldo and Koscielny as the fast center backs, and then Terry in the center. Let's see what pops up here. We get Mangala. It's gotta be Mangala. And what we can do now is basically put him into the center of the defense. He gets 2 strong links here and 2 dead links, so we actually get good chemistry here pretty much on all of our BPL players, which is pretty nice. So let's go for the next players. Hopefully we'll not get any more center backs. I don't think we need that. We need some more attacking players. Let's see. Alright, so what I decided to do is to take Tosic. We could go with more center backs, but we have so many. They could maybe improve our chemistry, but what I'm thinking is that Tosic could be a good super sub to bring on into a game, maybe at the 45th minute if we're struggling, play him on the striker spot, the right mid spot or somewhere, or maybe he can even link up with Hulk, or if we get another Russian league striker like Rondon, it could work out. So we are bringing Tosic in on the bench. Let's draft our next player. We get Vidal, we get a lot of players we can't really use. I think we're gonna put Isco in onto our bench. Let's go search for the second last player of the squad, and we get Rondon as a striker. So we got 82 chemistry right now, but I'm gonna try and swap it a little bit around here because Rondon gets that strong link to Hulk, which is pretty good. And then we could potentially play Tosic in here. That gives us 82 chemistry again, but no good links to Tosic. This gives us 85, so I think that might be it. So final player, maybe he can help us out with our final chemistry problems. We could probably not get full chemistry, but let's see what we get. I think we're going to get Bravo, even though I did not like his team of the season card. I think he might be a player we could try out if we go with the Spanish connection. So let's go with Bravo. So with Bravo coming in, we picked all the players we can pick. The only thing we need now is a manager. And the way it works is sort of similar to the way we picked the captain. We're going to go onto the transfer market, look on the first page of managers, gold managers that is, and we're going to pick one and see if anyone can sort of suit our squad. And I think it might have to be a Bundesliga manager for De Bruyne and maybe Naldo and Lam. So let's see if we can find one on the market. So here we have the managers, and we do get Mourinho as a Bundesliga manager, and we don't get any other Bundesliga managers. So I think it'll have to be Mourinho coming in as our manager. So this is what the squad looks like with the manager coming in. 88 chemistry. It's looking kind of alright to play with, but I think we can swap it a little bit around to get better chemistry. So let me just do that and see if I can get a slightly better lineup. So this is what the team looks like in the end. I put Naldo in on the CDM spot actually. He'll play there with 6 chemistry, and he'll get a strong link up to De Bruyne playing on 8 chemistry, which I think is pretty good. Then we have PK coming in. He links with Bravo, but he's still got a couple of dead links, so he's not on his ideal chemistry, but it's okay in my opinion. And then we have sort of the Manchester City right hand side of the pitch. We got 4-star skills all around in the attack, and I think defensive, the squad is actually pretty alright as well. And of course we got some super substitutes. We can bring on Tosic if we need. We can bring on Isco, Balotelli, and yeah, we also have some defensive options if we need it. So this is pretty much the squad we built here in the first episode, and we're going to play one match here in the beginning of this new series. So let's jump into our very first game of Division 10. Alright, here we have our first opponent, 68 rated, 62 chemistry. We definitely got the better squad, and I expect us to get a win from this match, else I'll be very, very disappointed. Ball roll, a roulette. Oh, it's getting a little bit away from me. Let's try the chip. Whoa, what's going on here? That's not a beautiful goal by any means, but we get the lead, and we get the perfect start to our division run. And play back. What is he doing with his goalkeeper? That's going to be an easy goal for Hulk. And we're up 2-0. I guess this is Division 10 after all. Fernando. Oh, this guy just keeps rushing his goalkeeper. Let's see if we can beat him then with some skills. There we go. The chip over the play on the line. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. I like that chip. The player, it was right where the player was standing, but he couldn't reach it. He couldn't jump high enough. And I like how he sort of beat the goalkeeper, even though, I mean, what is the guy doing? I don't know, but the chip was very, very good. And it's 3-0. Let's get that volley into the back of the net. Oh, we hit Hulk, and Hulk hits it. These are like clumsy goals. They got small pieces of good stuff, and then they got some messy stuff, and then a goal at the end of it. But 4-0 it is. Hulk jumping into the shot and heading it in off the post. Come on, Hulk. Go away with your goalkeeper. Come on. We score, but it's just so boring playing somebody who runs his goalkeeper out every single time we get the ball. Okay, so He's been running with his goalkeeper a lot, so I decided we're gonna try it ourselves. Maybe we're gonna concede a goal, but we're gonna try and run with Bravo here. Let's see how far we can go. Let's see if we can go past any of these players and score with Bravo. It's kind of silly, but I mean, that might be the only thing we should try and do now. Go past that guy. One more. Come on, Bravo, score this. All right. We gotta go with our goalkeeper, and it's 6-0. So I have Balotelli out here, and I want to test out the goalkeeper again. Let's try that long shot. Oh my days! It actually went in. It actually went in. That was ridiculous. Wow. It ends at 7-0, and pretty much everyone getting on the score sheet in this match. It was a little bit of a boring game because this guy didn't really... He was not really the best player, let's put it like that. So we didn't really get too much competition, and it was a bit of a walkover. But hopefully, as we go through the divisions, we'll have some more competitive games and more of a struggle, because I guess Division 10, 9, and 8 will probably be pretty difficult. But we get our first 3 points. We're going to end off the episode here, guys, and I hope you did enjoy this new beginning where we're sort of drafting squads for each division and making our way all the way to Division 1, hopefully before FIFA 16. So this is the end of the very first episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.